What's up, guys? How are we? So today I wanted to make a video in relation to fear. And, feeling fearful about making the next move, which is obviously this big overseas trip, this buying the one-way ticket, leaving indefinitely, and seeing where the road takes me. So I, have come to a point in my life where it's like I'm feeling the fear, and I'm just going to do it anyway. There's a lot of things, but I mean, in general, this comes up quite a bit with this big move, and a lot of the different things that I've had in my life. Fear is like a common thing that we experience, and a lot of the time it can hold us back. And we can break through it. It's just taking that action, taking that little first baby step. Baby steps lead to big steps. It's like you got to crawl before you can walk, walk before you can run before you can sprint before you can backflip, dance, and do all acrobatics. So, I'm getting to that point where I'm sprinting or acrobating. Now, I wanted to be completely vulnerable, with my videos, and tell you what thought processes that I go through with, this whole aspect of leaving Australia and not knowing when I'm coming back. And it happens like every day. Every day there's that certain question: am I doing the right thing? Is this the right move? Is this crazy? Is this, should I just stay? Is it more beneficial for me to stay? Am I saying goodbye to everything here? There's so many of these questions that go through my mind when I'm, thinking about this big trip. And especially when I'm having like a bit of a lowish day. The ebbs and flows in life, they're going to come. And, the lowish days that I have now are nothing compared to what they were, only 2 months ago, really. A bit more, 2 months ago. But I'll explain all that in another video if you want to know where it all has come from, and how I kind of pushed through some like really challenging times. But the downish days where it's like, oh yeah, meh. Those are the days that usually those thoughts will kind of come through. They're the same thoughts, the ones that I just mentioned, is this the right move? What am I doing? But it is the right move. There's no wrong move here. It's, this is going to be an adventure of a lifetime. Working away overseas, getting experience, improving my Spanish, which is what I've wanted to do my whole life. Go over to South America where my roots are. I wanted to do that for 16 years, and so it's all coming to this point, and I deal with the fear constantly, and I accept it. I accept that it's a normal part of everything, and a lot of the things that's happening, like getting rid of everything, selling my car, getting rid of some of my old stuff, that's getting rid of not getting rid of my apartment, but moving out of my apartment, which I love. I live in a beautiful spot near the beach, and to give this up, this is the place I've wanted for a long time, and I have to be okay with that, because to allow a lot of new stuff to come in and come through, you need to kind of open up the waves, or the space, so more energy can come through, and that's essentially what is going to be happening. And now that I'm kind of come at this point in my journey, I feel that this trip is just going to be incredible. There's a lot of people I've been speaking to that are actually going to pop through, or they're going there next year, and I'll run into them, which is, it's amazing how it's all kind of coming to this point. But with fear, I really kind of want to push that fear's normal. Accept the fear, accept it, and then just do whatever you're scared of anyway, even if it's something small. If there's big things up here that's fearful, then aim for something smaller and just slowly work your way towards it. Patience comes in as well. That is a lesson that just keeps on teaching me over and over and over again. it's like, you know, the more I uncover like the layers of myself, you know, the more layers of patience I start, you know, putting on, of lessons of, you know, being patient and being able to wait and being able to, you know, get out of this whole instant gratification process and, you know, respect the journey, not the destination of getting to that point, you know. And I think patience is one of those lessons that is constantly going to be learned. You're never going to master the lesson of patience. Maybe you can. This is just my perspective. Maybe I will. I have no idea. Ultimately, you know, I just really want to kind of reiterate that the fear of doing something like this is completely normal. But you know, usually a lot of the time when we fear these things, it's usually the things that we have to move like forward to. You know, whether it's uncomfortable, you know, we grow from those uncomfortable situations that we don't want to do, and then we do it anyway. We grow from it, like, you know, whether it's a job, you know, something in the relationship or communication, or, you know, having a conversation with family, or anything like that. That you grow through that uncomfortable period. You know, going out and not drinking and being like the only sober one, that's a whole new experience in itself. You know, when I quit drinking years ago, now I kind of, you know, have it here and there, very, very rarely though, not like I used to. But, you know, I had to kind of learn how to do everything without alcohol, without having that, like, you know, little safety net of a drink in your hand guarding you, and using it as like a social kind of helper, or liquid confidence, or whatever you want to call it. Kind of, you know, breaks the ice a bit. And yeah, you know, it's an experience within itself. But these are all things that, you know, once over time, they become easier. You know, it's like practice. Practice makes progress. So you can do it. You know, I totally believe anyone can do it, and that's essentially why I started making these videos. It's for all those people out there that, you know, are scared, or they need that little push. I've been there. I've totally been there, and I'm here to tell you and inspire that little part inside you that wants to do it. Just do it. The sooner you do it, the sooner you start growing. And I totally believe you can do it, because I've done it, and I'm still working on my journey. I'm still going through things that I'm working on, and this trip is, yeah, you know, this trip's finally come about. You know, it's exciting, scary. You know, I go through the fear every day about it, like, you know, saying goodbye to friends and everything, you know, letting it all go to see what kind of happens on the other side of the journey. You know, could be away for 2 years, could be away for 1 year, 6 months, 10 years, 5 years. I don't know how long it's going to be, but ultimately the thing is that I'm doing it, and I'm pushing myself into the uncomfortable. And when I do, just like I did on my trip to Vietnam, I didn't really feel uncomfortable, but, you know, I've worked myself to that point, and I had an amazing trip. So this is just going to be just as amazing, but very experiential, you know, in what I'll be learning and growing from. So that's it for today, guys. Please, you know, push through that little fear boundary. Baby steps, baby steps. If you're ready to take a big step, take a big step. You can do it. I totally believe in you. That's it for me for today. A little update, and that's it. Peace, guys. Just on top of that, like the PS, like what I usually do when I'm going through these thoughts, I'm like, yep, cool. This thought, it's not valid right now. The fear is normal, and it's okay, but I'm still gonna do it. Like, you know, eyes on the prize. Keep going, keep at it. And, you know, I totally just calm myself with that. There's times where, you know, I get really stressed out about you know, this is a big step, and I'm like, don't think about it. You know, maybe it'll go away if I stop thinking about it. I just accept and move through it. Accept that it's going to be, you know, scary, and that's all good, because some things that are scary end up being really rewarding, you know, within the uncomfortable realm, you know, of you pushing through boundaries. So yeah, that's a little bit that I wanted to add.